Hey, what's up guys, Tomcat here, and today we're going to start off the video with a little bit of a quick tip on Forza 4. Now this is to improve your car's responsiveness, so basically you're going to go to your My Profile, then Options, then Controller right up there at the top, and you're going to click X to go to Advanced, and copy every one of my settings. My settings are different than the game actually has them set to default, and doing this will make your car a lot more responsive and basically a lot better to drive. Now, what this video is going to be about is some Forza 5 features that I would like to see. I've been talking about Forza 5 cars, or the cars I want to see in Forza 5 a lot recently, so I want to talk about some features now that I want to see. And the gameplay that you're watching is some stuff from a jumps lobby that I did with some friends recently. And ignore the ugly wheels on this Raptor. I bought the tune off the storefront, and it just came with these ugly wheels. I would definitely change them if the tune wasn't locked, so anyway, ignore that. But let's go ahead and get to the things I wanted to talk about. Wow, that was a beast jump. Anyway, let's get to some of the features I want to talk about and some features that I think that Forza 5 needs to have. Now, first of all, I want universal engine swaps. So, let's say LS1 in a 240SX. Or any engine swap you can think of. LS1 in an RX-7, or maybe say just you want to make something crazy like a rear-wheel drive SR20 Honda Civic. You know, a rear-wheel drive SR20 swapped Honda Civic hatch. You got to admit that'd be actually a pretty beast little car. It'd be crazy, and it'd be really fun to a fun car to mess around with. Now, another feature that I want to see in Forza Motorsport 5 is more options when you buy your car from the dealer. Look at that Jeep. He's going crazy top heavy. Anyway, driving on two wheels. So, basically, if you guys have ever bought a car in real life or have basically seen the process or know what the process is of buying a car at a dealership, you'll know that some cars allow you to choose the color of your wheels, or the type of bumper you want, or the type of or whether you want two-tone paint or not. Those should all be options. You should get, if an option is offered from the dealer in real life, that option should be available for your car in Forza 5. For example, the Camaro ZL1 in real life. The Camaro ZL1 is available with a choice of white or black, well, not white, but silver or black wheels. However, in Forza 4 and Forza Horizon at least, you can only get your ZL1 with silver wheels. And in real life, you have multiple wheel variants to choose from for the ZL1. And actually, for a lot of different manufacturers, they not only have multiple wheel colors to choose from, but multiple manufacturer wheels. And some manufacturer wheels actually look really good. And you wouldn't think that because they're wheels coming from the manufacturer, but on some of these higher end cars, some of the factory wheels look just beautiful. The Lamborghini Aventador, for example, there's a new wheel that they're offering for that. That comes with the Aventador Roadster. Well, it comes stock with the Aventador Roadster, but if you want to, you can option it onto your Aventador hardtop, and it's a special kind of wheel that's a little bit more of, I don't know if you'd call it a mesh kind of design, but it's a lot more, it's a lot pointier and a lot more angular than, say, your stock Aventador wheel. So there's that. There's also, now, I don't know if this is possible since Forza is, Forza 5 at least is going to be very simulation focused, but I want more modern convertibles. You know, you got your Triumphs, you got your MGs, you got your old convertibles, right? But I want some modern convertibles. You know, I want to be able to, when I go to the dealer in Forza, I want to be able to say, like, if the certain car that I want is available with a convertible top, I want to be able to option it with a convertible top. Referring to the Camaro ZL1 again, you can have your Camaro ZL1 in real life as a hardtop or a convertible. You know, same with a Mustang GT, the 5.0 Mustang GT. And even, for example, the Corvette Grand Sport, you get hardtops, convertibles, and Targas. So, naturally, you would want to be able to option the convertible and the Targa, not just have the coupe. Now, I mean, since it's a simulation, I wouldn't really care if you had, you know, it wouldn't really matter if, say, you buy the convertible and the top was always down. That wouldn't bother me in Forza 5, since Forza Motorsport 5 would be a simulation. However, if they do make a Horizon 2, then being able to raise and lower the top is a necessity in Horizon 2, and that is something that I think should have definitely been in the first Horizon. I mean, there should have been more convertibles in the first Horizon in the first place, but, I mean, you had the Corvette Grand Sport convertible in Horizon the first time around, but you couldn't raise or lower the top, and I think that was something that they really should have done. It was something they missed out on, and something that they, again, really, really should have done. And I remember it was something that Test Drive Unlimited 2 did, and it really improved the immersion factor that you got in Test Drive Unlimited 2. Now, I know Test Drive Unlimited 2 has a ton of flaws, but it has some really good points to it, too. Test Drive Unlimited 2 is like, it's sort of like one of those cars that always breaks down, but it has some really cool things about it that you just can't help but like, you know? I'm sure you guys all know, you guys have some type of car that you can relate that to. I mean, I can relate that to any old Jag, some old Astons. You know, they break down a lot, but you still love them because they have some certain thing or some certain feature that you really, really appreciate and you really, really love. I'm getting passed all over the place. This Raptor is freaking slow compared to what everybody else was running in this lobby. But, anyway, on to the next topic. Not exactly more detailed cockpit views, but I want to be able to look, instead of just being able to look right and left, I want to be able to look up and down as well inside the cockpit, you know? I want to be able to see the entire interior of the car I'm driving. I want to be able to look down and see the driver's hand moving the gear shift. You know, I want to be able to look down and see the feet working the pedals. Now, I know that might be a little bit, you know, like, why would you need that? It doesn't really improve gameplay. Well, it might not be an improvement to gameplay, but it would be an improvement to immersion. And I'm all about the immersion factor in games like this, especially simulations, because Forza Motorsport is a simulation, and the purpose of a simulation is to simulate a real-life experience. So to truly simulate a real-life experience, you want to be as immersed in the game as you possibly can, and I think the ability to have not only the ability to look left and right, but also the ability to look up and down within your car's cockpit would be a very, very important thing, and a really, really cool addition to Forza. It would really help the amount of detail. Now, another area that needs improvement in the area of detail, as you can see right on the screen right now, is the undersides of certain vehicles. Well, not just certain ones, almost all of them in Forza, actually. And I think that might just be nitpicking, because when are you ever really going to care about how the underside of your car is, you know, rendered? But it's something that I think Turn 10 should at least look at, because in real life, if you guys have ever seen a car up on a lift, for example, and you walk under it, you're looking under it, and it has a really nice polished exhaust system, for example. I want to be able to see that, I want to be able to see that. I want to be able to look at everything I've done to my car in Forza. And that brings me on to my next point, actually, that I want to see, and that is, when you're customizing your car, I'd like to actually have some kind of interface outside of just the menu, I'd like to be able to, if you're going to modify your car, think of it in sort of the modification interface in Midnight Club LA, but different, I would like to be able to say, say the interface is, you're in a shop, like mechanic shop, and your car is up on a lift, okay? And you could, well, not exactly up on a lift all the time, but we'll get to that in just a second. Like, let's say you're working on the car, and you want to modify, say, the wheels. You know, I want to have a full 360-degree view. Not like the one we already have, though. We have a 360 view of the car, but I want to be able to sort of walk around it and look into, you know, say the wheel arches, and just see how the wheel fits, to see how it's cambered, to see how the wheel sits, you know, just so you can get that extra level of detail. Now, moving on to the what I would like to see the lift in there for. If you had the lift, you would be able to raise your car up and see, like, if you're putting on new shocks, new anti-roll bars, a new exhaust system, you'd be able to look under your car and see all that stuff going in. And that would really another thing that would improve the overall immersion and realism that you'd want to see from a game like this, from the Forza series, because Forza is all about realism and immersion. Like I said, as two cars crash head-on into a wall and nothing happens. But another thing, customization-wise, that I would like to see is interior customization. That's something that, oh my god, so many Forza players want that. Interior customization. I mean, racing seats, new steering wheels, new gear shifters. There are a ton of things that you can do to change the interior, the look of your car's interior. Not just the look of it, but how it performs. You can make it a lot lighter by using you could gut the interior. You know, make it a lot lighter by gutting the interior, adding racing seats, a racing wheel, a race shifter. Basically, the only interior customization that you can do in Forza right now is add a roll cage. And that's not really, it is interior customization, but it's not really customization. You know, you're not really getting in there and actually customizing the interior of your car. So I definitely want to see a little more of that going into Forza Motorsport 5. So if you guys enjoyed that video, it was a little bit of a long one today, and bam, perfect front flip, perfectly straight, perfect front flip from my Raptor. That was freaking awesome. If you guys enjoyed that video, don't forget to hit the like button. Tell me in the comments section below what features you would like to see in Forza Motorsport 5, and maybe I'll talk about them in the next video. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe for more daily Forza content. I will talk to you guys later.